Hi everyone, this is Olivia from the Alexandrienne channel, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about colors that has to do with the art of drawing dangles, but I decided I would break this up into two videos. This first one will be a little bit short. It's going to be about some of the basic properties of colors for those of you who would like a little refresher course. So if you're ready, let's get started and learn a little bit about colors. On this first part, we're going to cover some basic colors: red, yellow, blue, orange, green, purple, and the emotions they evoke and what they're known for. The first color we're going to cover is red. Red is known for attention, power, courage, excitement, energy, passion. And if you look at a lot of the restaurants, I think it's like KFC, Taco Bell, a variety of others, you'll notice that they use a lot of reds. And that's because it does evoke this excitement and energy. Passion is another word that could describe red, and they use it in various holidays like Valentine's Day and the meaning of red roses and love. So I guess that is why the word passion fits perfectly with red. So I guess the bottom line would be, if you really want to get somebody's attention, one great color to use is red. Now we're going to go on to yellow. Yellow is a wonderfully happy color. It's full of positivity, opportunity, enthusiasm, success. It's a color that is oftentimes used when it comes to intelligence and learning. It's the color of so many beautiful flowers. It is a happy color, a very happy color. So if you are trying to evoke some really great feelings of positivity, I think yellow would be a really nice color to use. And it's also one of those attention getters. And now onto blue. Blue is very calming. It's a color for loyalty, trust, confidence. It evokes honesty, integrity. So if you're wanting to have a feeling of, I would think, calmness along with the trust or being genuine, blue would be a very nice color to use. And if you'll notice, this is on the subject, but a little bit off. When you look commercially, you'll notice that different companies that are promoting different things will use different colors. For example, take a look at the dentists and doctors compared to department stores versus jewelry stores. There's just a huge variety. If you look, you'll notice that they all use a color to get the emotions that they are wanting their potential customers to have, and it's extremely effective. Okay, we can get back on topic now. I just thought this would be a good thing to bring up because it makes for a very easy comparison between colors, because most of us are exposed to a variety of colors either on a daily or weekly basis. So it's something easy to draw on to use for comparison purposes, especially on the commercial side of things. Back on track now. Here we go. We're going with the color orange. And orange brings about fun, adventurous emotions, being independent, optimistic, creative, and excitement. It's one of those vibrant, alive colors that you can't help but getting excited about when you're in the vicinity of orange. On to the next color, but I did want to mention that I think every color has got to be some of my favorites. It's so hard to pick. But if I were to pick one that I was partial towards, it would probably be many of the shades of green. And that is because green has a lot of meaning for me personally. It's abundance, it's health, secure, harmonious, balance, growth, and I love all those things. So for me personally, it rocks. But it does if you stop and think about it. Say from the abundance side, if you're speaking about financially, money's green, at least in the United States. Green is known as the healing color. Plants, they're green. And so that instantly makes you think of growth. And well, security that could go in with the abundance, I guess, and the harmony could go in with the growth. You look outside and it's absolutely beautiful, unless it's winter and snowing, of course. It's absolutely beautiful in the springtime with all the flowers and trees and grass growing everywhere. So that would be a great color to use when you're wanting to promote the feeling of well being, of growth, of kind of being certain and sure that things are wonderful. Now, I guess I have a question for you. Since I told you about the green, do any of you have any favorites? And if so, I'd love to read in the comments what yours are and why. I think that would be extremely interesting. On to the next color, which is the fascinatingly mysterious purple. Mystery, sensitivity, and of course, spirituality, luxury, quality, and compassion. Those are some good words to describe it. And if you look at the grouping of words, they have a variety of meanings from mystery to quality, compassion, luxury. Some of them seem just a little uh, different from each other, but I think that's what makes purple such an interesting, fascinating color. So I guess the word mysterious really fits right in with purple perfectly. That takes care of the section of colors. I'm only going over the 6 basic colors. We can go into more if you're interested in mixing of colors. I'm going to do a little bit of that in just a minute. But if you would like to know more about muting colors, etc., I'd be more than happy to cover that with you. Just please leave it in the comments or let me know. So, there you have the exciting reds, the positive yellows, the calming blues, adventurous oranges, abundant greens, and definitely mysterious purples. So now let's go on to learning a little bit about hues. What are hues? They're the actual color or combination of colors. And I've put a little chart here for you. It's kind of simple and not very sciencey, but it's still a chart. Like up here, I put yellow and red make orange. You can see how that works. And then looking from the yellow down, you can see how yellow and blue make green. And on the right side, you mix red and blue and you'll get purple. And you can make a zillion different combinations of colors. And if you mix just the right colors, you get black or something very close to black. But that is what hue is. It is the actual color. Now on to value. How light or dark the color is. Shades and tints. It's pretty self-explanatory in this one, I think. On to chroma or saturation. They're both the same thing. It's the color's intensity or saturation. How light, intense, pale it is. And that's, again, pretty self-explanatory. Now we're going to go on to what I am going to call Dandelion Chat. I did an image with some retro fun funky dandelions and I thought those might be a good one to use to cover what we just learned a little bit about. What it says is the majority of the color is what hue? The answer is blue. What value? And below that I have light, dark, shades, tints. It is light. What chroma? That is the purity, intensity, or saturation. And for me, I think one of the key words here would be purity. But of course, you have to include intensity and saturation with that. So it would be low. And it's the sciencey way of saying it's light blue. So that's all for that one. Now, on to some points of interest. I thought you might find this informative, or at least fun. Okay, some of the snap decisions that are made by color alone. And if you stop and think about that, when, say, you're going to a restaurant or something and you're driving down the main drag and you see all these colors, or if you're in a grocery store and the labels, there's so many examples of how, I can't say everybody, but I think most of us fall into that color alone will do it. Next are that people are more at ease around muted colors, and I believe that to be true, at least for the most part. Color is the first thing people tend to notice. I guess that kind of fits up there with the first one, but I think that's true as well. And there are colors that our eyes can't see, just like the dog whistles that we blow we can't hear. Well, there are colors that we can't see. I personally don't like that. I wish we could, but yeah, I wonder what they look like, what they'd be called. It's fascinating. And then all colors evoke certain emotions. I think it would be really interesting to find out some of your opinions on what colors affect you and how. I think it would be interesting to see if they coincide with what the main consensus is or if you have something a little different. Okay, we've only got one more to go and then that's it. I thought I should probably add one of the dangles in this conversation since this is about dangles. So I decided to use the word maternal and cover a little bit about just me personally, why I chose the colors I chose. Maternal, because of what it is, I wanted to put warm colors. Pinks are very feminine and they mean love, and red, which is, intense. And it's the red color I chose for most of it is on the pink side of red because I wanted it to show love and be a strong emotion. Now, mind you, since it's dangles, I mixed all kinds of colors in because I think it looks really good like that and it's fun. So that's why I do that. The overall color would have been the cool reds and the pinks. Now, this topic is about color, but I would like to go ahead and put in there that if you notice, there are a ton of hearts because the same reason as the color, the love. And they all play part together from, the patterns, swirls, icons, everything. It all works together. And like I say, in every one of these I do, it all depends on why you're doing what you're doing. If you're doing just something for fun, anything goes. But if you have a plan or somebody that you want to give a present to, etc., and you're putting a different sort of focus in, then this might very well help you, this understanding more about color, as well as all the other topics that we've covered, combining everything together to come up with a complete image. Well, that's it for today. I have one more that I was going to do on color, a little bit more like the last slide, more of a personal why I did what I did, maybe some recommendations. And other than that, then the color's finished. And we'll be on to, if I remember correctly, starting on the word happy. Okay, well, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'd love your comments. And if you'd like to subscribe, I would really enjoy that. And hit the bell notification if you'd like to be notified on any future videos that I do. Oh, and if you liked it, please hit like. Thank you. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.